How we doing? Today is Monday, July the 14th, 2025. Just doing the real estate tap in for today. Couple of articles that I saw. I'm going to be going live today on my Instagram at Abundant Capital Group, talking about it. It's in regards to the capital gains tax, or what they call the home equity tax. Then I just want to kind of let people know about this. The reason why I'm doing it too is because, we always talk about real estate notes, real estate note investing, creating, buying, and selling of notes. And if you do seller financing on your property, when you sell it, you can gain a, tax advantage by doing that. And you can lessen the burden of this home equity tax. And a lot of times you can eliminate it. I'm not giving tax or legal advice, but if you talk to your tax preparer or tax person or tax professional and talk to them about a installment sale and how it could benefit you and help you with this home equity tax. So I'll be covering that article in a little bit more detail at 5:30 Eastern Standard Time today on my Instagram channel. So if you can make it, join me. We'll go through the article and read it. If not, you can always catch that replay. I'll post it to the Instagram account. Also, it says that active listings up year to year, almost 30%, 1 million more listings than a year ago, and we're still not at a full balanced inventory levels. I think we're right around like 4.1 million total listings in the country. Usually what they say is like kind of a balanced inventory level is about 6 million homes listed at any given time. So we're still a little bit short of that, but we are getting close to that, to where we have like a balanced market. But right now, still below, what would be considered a balanced market. Increase days on the market nationally are up 5 days from this time a year ago, to about 56 days. So typically, it's going to take you, probably, somewhere between 30 to 60 days to sell a property. Obviously, that was kind of in the teens at this time, 1 or even 2 years ago, because of the imbalance with the supply and demand. Now we have more, buyers in the market. There's more inventory in the market right now, so things may not sell, as quickly, but that's still a pretty good time frame if you can get your house listed and sold within about 60 days. Price reductions are up though, so it's we have that's a little bit kind of I guess I wouldn't say counterintuitive, but usually in a market where things are selling in 60 days, you don't see an increase in the price reductions. Obviously that has a lot to do with the rates. I think that sellers are going through a time of price discovery, because also what's happening is there's a big increase in people pulling the listings off the market. So obviously these aren't people that feel like they have to sell. They're looking to kind of get the price that that they want on the property, and if they don't get it, they'll pull it off, because that's up, like I said, 47% year to year. And you usually don't see that in a market where we still have below standard inventory levels. You usually don't see that much of an increase from year to year and people just pulling their listing off the market. Sellers are going through price discovery. So if you're a buyer in this market, I wouldn't be looking to kind of overextend myself in most markets. Obviously, in certain markets, things are, inventory levels are below normal. Like where I am here in New Jersey, normal levels about 25,000 available homes at any given time, and we're still below that. We're under 20,000. We're right around 17,000. So in this market, if you're not selling your property, it is probably due to the price. of the home, because we're under those levels. And most markets, that still is the case, but you're starting to see maybe about half the country where the inventory levels are getting kind of back to, standard levels, or even going above what the standard levels are in those particular areas. And so you'll see, prices coming down, price reductions. You'll be able to negotiate a little bit more. So, overall, you're just seeing, the market shift, and it is getting into more and more markets, but there are some markets that are still hot, and you still, have to be aggressive with your offers, and sellers can be, a little bit more picky in terms of, wanting to get their price. So kind of a mixed bag, but I think we do see the overall trend coming, where, these more listings are coming, and closer we get to 6 million nationally. And then if we obviously go over 6 million, then it's going to be really a buyer's market at that particular time. So, we'll have to see what happens with interest rates. Can't see interest rates coming down substantially, but you never know. We'll see what happens in the economy, see if that happens. So kind of a mixed bag, but you really have to, focus in on where you are in the country and see what's actually going on. But I think we're seeing that shift more and more to a buyer's market, and sellers are going to have to come to the realization that, if you're not getting that price now, will you get that same price in a year from now? Obviously everybody's situation is different. Some people are not, in a position where they have to sell, but most likely somebody right now that is selling is feeling a pinch, so to speak, and wants to, kind of cash out and get that equity that they have in the property. And one way to do that, again, is with seller financing. If you want to get the price that you want, you can get that usually if you offer seller financing, because you're going to get more people looking at the property. You can kind of negotiate terms with a buyer a little bit more if you're offering seller financing, so you can get your price. There's other things that you can kind of do to make sure that you get the price that you want. And then again, with seller financing, you're getting a down payment now, you're collecting payments monthly, and then you still have the ability to sell your unpaid balance, sometime in the future, to get all of your equity out of the property. So really good time for notes to create, buy, and sell notes. If you want to know more information, just reach out to me. My information is attached to this. All right, talk to you soon. Have a great day.